Hey everyone, hope everyone's having a great week and a great beginning to their weekend. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, we are going to start off with explaining what this channel's goal is going forward and how our viewers can help, which is to make sure Christopher and Stacy Mitchell, both of them, are arrested, indicted, and convicted of mail fraud, wire fraud, and tax evasion. All right. And we've gone over this before, but we're going to go over it one more time. What is mail fraud? Whoever having devised or intended to devise any scheme or artifice to defraud or for obtaining money or property by means of false and fraudulent pretenses, representations, or promises, or to sell, dispose of, loan, exchange, alter, give away, distribute, supply, or furnish, or procure for unlawful use of counterfeit or spurious coin, obligation, security, or other article of anything represented to be intimidated, intimated, or held out for such counterfeit or spurious article. All right, let's see here. And for the purpose of executing such a scheme or artifice, attempting to do so places in any post office or authorized depository for mail, matter, any matter or thing to be sent, delivered by the post office, or deposits caused by deposit of any matter or thing to be sent or delivered by any private, commercial, interstate carrier. All right. Now, how is that mail fraud? Because when he has people send him stuff, send him money, which we have witnesses on record and who's already made reports, and I'm in constant contact for the past months, have sent him, whether it's via FedEx, UPS, whatever the case may be, sent him cash, and we have it, and they have it all documented. Okay. Now, what is wire fraud? Let's see here. And wire fraud is, let me pull it up, get a better reading of it. Wire fraud. Whoever having devised or intending to devise any scheme or artifice to defraud or for obtaining money or property by means of false or fraudulent pretenses, representations, or promises, transmits, or causes to be transmitted by means of wire, radio, television communication, or in interstate or foreign commerce, any writing, signs, signals, pictures, or sounds for the purpose of executing such a scheme or artifice. All right. And that's what Christopher Mitchell has done, not only for a few months, for over a year. His videos are all schemed with full of lies, full of fake testimonials, full of fake results, all intending to make it look like he's something that he's not, and that he can produce something to people that he can't or has never done before. That is wire fraud. All right. Now, I've talked to my lawyer, excuse me, and he basically told me that me alone, not even passing the bar or something, with what all the evidence that I have and witnesses, whatever, I could actually walk into the court right now and get a conviction for both of them of wire fraud, mail fraud, and tax evasion. That's how strong the case is, let alone a federal prosecutor. All right. Now we're going to explain what tax evasion is, okay? What is tax evasion? Tax evasion is an illegal activity in which a person or entity deliberately avoids paying a true tax liability. Those called evading taxes are generally subject to criminal charges and substantial penalties. To willfully fail to pay taxes is a federal offense under the IRS tax code. All right. Key takeaway. Tax evasion can be either the illegal non-payment or underpayment of actual tax liabilities due. Tax evasion can be determined by the IRS, regardless of whether or not tax forms were filed with the agency. To determine tax evasion, the agency must be able to show that the avoidance of taxes was willful on the part of the taxpayer. While tax evasion is legal, tax avoidance includes finding illegal ways within the law to reduce taxpayer obligations. All right. Again, for the past year and a half. All right. Now, he's claimed to make all this money and whatnot. So that's up to the IRS, because what they do is they get their man. They can go subpoena these casinos, get films or whatever. But what they can't do, or what they can't get, is I got tons of witnesses that said how much money they've sent them, and they can prove it. Okay. So again, it's accurate. It's well over the six-figure mark, and he hasn't paid taxes. He won't pay taxes. He'll definitely definitely is tax evading. And again, that's what the IRS will do. Anything. Not only is he tax evading from money he got from scamming people, all right, that makes it worse. So again, that's what this number one goal of this channel is, and we've been working with victims, and now that it's getting more and more more evidence to for conviction, more people on board, we'll definitely get a lot of agencies involved. Our number one agency that's actually taken a serious interest is the Nevada Attorney General's office. Okay, now what we're having to do is these people have to uh, download. We're educating them and showing them how to do it. Downloading the form and filling out the entire form with their information, what they've done, everything, and mailing it in. Okay, we're doing that along with the FTC, and now we're the United States Postal Inspector and the FBI IC3 for the people that are overseas that have gotten in contact with me. Okay. So with that said, now we're going to start the video. Now, piggybacking off of last night's video, we're going to continue to explain and show and prove and how Christopher Mitchell continues and Stacy Mitchell continues to commit mail fraud, wire fraud, and tax evasion. Okay. Starting with now, we're going to go with on November 24th. This is one of many videos that Christopher made where he explains how anybody that pays whatever the amount that he says in the video will be a one-shot deal. They don't have to pay any more to be in his Facebook group, whatever the case may be, okay? And here we go.
So what is the deal? The deal is you get to join my private Facebook group. You get to learn all of my Baccarat winning strategies. You get to have me, the Baccarat King, become your personal coach and mentor, where I do live, ongoing coaching every Sunday night. All of this for a one-time investment of only $400.
And on December 27th, we got this video.
Starting right now to end 2020 and go into 2021, to join my private Facebook group where you can get all my winning rules, tips, and strategies. You get unlimited email access to me. I also do live ongoing coaching every Sunday night where you can ask me Q&A live, face-to-face through video. That service is only $400. It's a one-time investment of only $400. However, right now, until December 26, 2020, you can get in my private Facebook group for only $250. Once you're in, you're in. There's nothing more to pay ever. This is a one-time investment. You can get in my private Facebook group for only $250. Once you're in, you're in. There's nothing more to pay ever. This is a one-time investment. You can get in my private Facebook group for only $250. Once you're in, you're in. There's nothing more to pay ever. This is a one-time investment.
And the most recent video, this being on January 7th, 3 weeks ago.
Do you know for just $400 you can join my private Facebook group where you can meet other people just like yourself from all over the world? For $400, the Baccarat King, Christopher Mitchell, will become your personal coach and mentor. I'll teach you all of my Baccarat winning strategies. I'll teach you exactly how I make $1,200 in an hour gambling here in Las Vegas. Do you know I do ongoing coaching every single week, live, face-to-face through video conferencing? It's true. It is only $400 to join my private Facebook group, to get me, the Baccarat King, to become your personal coach and mentor, for me to teach you all of my Baccarat winning tips, rules, and strategies, and to have me teach you, give you ongoing coaching every Sunday night, live, face-to-face through video conferencing. $400, one-time investment. You don't pay that monthly, you don't pay it weekly, you pay it one time, and then you're inside my private Facebook group where you $400, one-time investment. You don't pay that monthly. You don't pay it weekly. You pay it one time, and then you're inside my private Facebook group where you $400, one-time investment. You don't pay that monthly. You don't pay it weekly. You pay it one time, and then you're inside my private Facebook group where you.
And just like last night's video touched on, it's less than a month. It's actually less than a month that he got all these suckers to pay him 400, 250, 500, whatever the case may be, in less than a month. And now he posts this and he's asking them, demanding them to pay more money, all right, or get kicked out, and demanding them to now sign a non-disclosure agreement, some bullshit lie about how his lawyers or whatever drew it up, and how, basically it's a scare tactic. But again, we're talking less than a month, and he's already started kicking out many people, and they've reached out to me. We got more witnesses, and we're going to touch on that a little bit. Again, all these we're talking is the first go around a year ago with the strategies and the Facebook group and kicking people out when they start talking and start, exposing them, when they were losing, or when they found out he was full of shit or whatever. Then we still got victims from that one that were still in contact. And now we got the smoking gun with this post and demanding and kicking people out, not responding to their emails. Remember, in one of the videos we saw, nonstop email access to him. All right. Once he kicked them out, he's no longer responding to their emails. Just simply them asking, "Why'd you kick me out? Why'd you kick me out? You kicked me out for no reason. Why'd you kick me out? I paid my money. All right. I paid the money that you asked. I'm not paying no more. All right. You didn't. You told in the videos it doesn't say that. Why'd you kick me out?" Again, everyone, this is explained in the beginning, in many videos prior. This is wire fraud. This is mail fraud. This is tax evasion. Okay, that's it. It's open shut case. What he's been doing and what he's doing now. All right, open shut. That's it. And that's why we're getting victims. We're steering them in the right directions now, because they avoided my videos, or they didn't believe my videos, or they didn't see my videos. Whatever the case may be, now the people that are coming in, and we already got the befores, now we got the nows. All right, and we're getting them to the right agencies. We're going to get them to the right authorities. And again, our goal, just like I said in the beginning of this video, is to make sure, all right, no more entertainment. I'm sorry, all right? There's no more entertainment. There's no more shits and exposing how ridiculous his lies, each and every lies of his videos. This channel's goal now is to make sure Christopher Mitchell and Stacy Mitchell, especially Stacy Mitchell as well, all right, are arrested, convicted, or indicted and convicted, all right, of wire fraud, mail fraud, money laundering, or tax evasion, all right. There's no, well, those are the three charges they're doing. Those are federal felonies, all right, and those are very serious charges that the feds and the government takes very serious, all right. Now we're going to go into a couple more testimonials, a couple more victims. One of them, you'll see here, one of them actually did not believe me for the longest, just up until a few months ago, did not believe me, okay? Came to my channel, started spouting out bullshit, and we're going to show you now. All right, this victim left a comment on my video last night, and he emailed me. But wait till you see what happens here, okay? It says, I sent him my money via Western Union bank transfer, and I have reported him to the fraud department there. I recorded a video where he claimed we never have to pay him money again as evidence. I'll post here, and you'll see my video results. I am Canadian, and Western Union was the only way action I could pay him, basically. I'm not there, but because I am from Canada, it might involve the FBI. All right, now watch what I say. First, let's get some facts straight. A few months ago, you not only came to my channel defending Chris CM, but wanted to meet me to fight. This was before you gave him $500 via Western Union. So I take it that you no longer want to meet me to get your ass kicked, and you're now a believer. As for trying to get Christopher Mitchell and Stacy Mitchell in prison, we're working on this. I got your email and will send you the contact info from the Nevada Attorney General's office. Until then, use all my other links to file complaints like everyone else has. His response was, "Hey, I'm on your side. I'm on your side now, man. I agree with you." And yes, I found out he is a fraudster. As far as the personal attacks on him, I can't speak to that, but he is a fraudster and an extorter. All right. So again, this guy is just like many I've dealt with in the last 3.5 months of exposing people. Many victims who weren't believers, who came to my channel, attacking my credibility, attacking my videos, all became believers. Why? Because they all got duped one way or another. We're not talking one or two. We're talking dozens upon dozens of people that got duped. All right. So with that said, now we're going to read another email that I got last night. All right, this victim emails me and says, "Good day, Mr. Kevin. I was given your email by so-and-so to tell you my 4-week experience in Christopher Mitchell's private Facebook group. On December 26th, I gave Christopher and Stacy $250 after watching this video, saying nobody would ever have to pay any more money going forward. Well, last week after his birthday weekend, there was rumors going around that CM was telling members to give him $1,000 birthday gifts, and how he didn't bring his own money to gamble with and had to borrow from members. The major red flag for myself was his highly touted Baccarat boot camp, or should I say Boy Scout camp, because there was none. This big event was nothing more than him handing out what he called his new strategy that wasn't even a strategy whatsoever. So a few days after his birthday weekend, he was saying how he created a new breakthrough system and that the group would have to chip in more money for it. This coming just after 4 weeks of video proof nobody would ever need to pay more money for future systems ever. Then a few days after that, he said we all had to sign non-disclosure agreements and that those who didn't do both would be removed from his group. Well, I never responded, thinking there's no way I could be kicked out after 4 weeks from being told I'd never have to pay again. So guess what? I was kicked out this week with no explanation. I'm guessing because I never responded to his demands that violated his own terms set in videos. So I did file reports with the FTC and FBI IC3, and I downloaded the form Nevada Attorney General asked you to fill out and mail in. So Monday I'm mailing it in along with copies of all my evidence. I'm not going to let him get away with this, and it sounds like neither are you. So count me in on your team of witnesses and victims to help any way I can to get the Mitchells sent to prison. Okay? And there you have it. This is one of many. Like I said last night, it's going to be the trickle down effect. More and more victims are going to come forward. More and more victims that got kicked out, they're communicating with each other and they're directing to me. Okay, and then you'll see these are some posts that people made in his Facebook group, and basically saying how they shouldn't have to pay more money. He told them they wouldn't have to pay. And what is Christopher Mitchell's response? They're dead broke haters. Okay, these are people that just gave him money 4 weeks or a month ago, and they're complaining because he's asking for more money, and they're saying what the fuck, and he's basically now turning on him, which we all seen him do with Rick Lee and all these other people. He turns on them, blames them, and calls them dead broke haters. Okay, losers. All right. So yeah, that's what we're going at now. Again, getting back to the very beginning, this channel's number one goal is to see the Mitchells get uh, arrested, indicted, and convicted of mail fraud, uh, wire fraud, and tax evasion. Now, and I also said how viewers can help out. Viewers can make citizen complaints, whether They don't have to be victims. They didn't have to give them money, okay? You call up the FTC if you know for a fact, just because I look at my videos, caught him in many lies. If you know for a fact this guy's scheming, whatever the case may be, that's what the FTC is for. That's what the United States Postal Inspector Service is for. That's what the FTC ITC3. But more importantly, where Christopher resides, that's where the Nevada Attorney General's office takes place. You simply file reports and you make basically called citizen arrests. All right, where you know for a fact they're both committing wire fraud and all this other shit through their schemes. All right. So again, all the links in the description will be in the description below that you can file reports. My email will be in there as well. And like I said, we look forward to cracking down on these motherfuckers and putting them in prison. All right. And oh, that was another thing. How Christopher Mitchell continues to say, "Oh, I'd be in prison. I'd be in prison if I was doing something wrong. I'd be." No. What happens is people need to file reports and they haven't because it's been a while. All right. And it takes the agencies. So his defense of, "Oh, well, I'd be in prison if I was doing something wrong." No. How it works is you do something wrong and you get caught and the agencies have to do an investigation or whatever. People have to come forward to get the investigation. That's what's been happening. That's what's going to continue to happen. So his defense is, "Fuck you, motherfucker." All right. You guys are going down. Both of you motherfuckers. You too, you fucking cunt bag, Stacy. With that said, have a great night. Have a great weekend. Stay tuned for the next video.